Everything looking all right? Is this how we're doing it?
You look beautiful, mate.
I mean, in general, like, this is the way we want to shoot, yeah?
Yeah. That's perfect, mate. You're in frame. You look good.
Thank you.
So everything's fine, mate. Yeah, I pressed record at the beginning in case I forget because I've got because I've got a habit of talking and I keep talking and then I think, oh shit, I haven't pressed record yet. So I do it at the beginning, but we'll cut it out and then we'll start. Yeah.
Wicked, bro. Wicked.
How are you? All right? Yeah.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Sorry, I got a bit delayed.
It's all right.
I had a delivery.
Oh, right. Yeah, we had ours the other day, to be fair, so no problem.
It's a strange world now, isn't it? You know, life's different.
That's it. No running out, no going shopping. Well, if you want to and risk it a bit, then you can. But I think we're just happy with online now that there's lots of it.
Exactly. And it's emotionally too hard, mate, going out shopping. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. If I've gone out to the shops now, it's just it's paranoia.
It's major. You're always worried about stuff, ain't you? So you don't know what's been where and things like that. So you just extra careful. You know what I'm saying? So
right. So Indi Gill, you music producer, PR man for your first single. How should we label you? Because we're in the Asian community and we love a good label, right? So how can we? You?
I would say I'm just a music man. I just do a bit of everything. Obviously, as you mentioned, doing production, which I started a long time ago, but I just never got around to release my own stuff. And I've just been working with other artists on their projects. Obviously, you've interviewed Rambeed Daske. We're working on his album at the minute. I've got a load of new artists that I'm working with, and now I've had the opportunity in lockdown to sort of work on myself a bit and my sort of projects. So this track's ready now and it's just dropped today. Amazing response so far. It's just been crazy.
Yeah, it has been crazy. And just by chance, we arranged it for today, didn't we? And this is when you're
correct.
And the single's out. Yeah, because I was looking at that and I thought, it's today. So this is pretty cool. So how are you feeling after all your hard work?
If I'm honest, I didn't expect the response I got, but, pre-release, quite a few people messaged me saying, look, we've known you for a long time. We've worked alongside you and stuff. We're here to support. So unexpectedly from quite a few artists, I got quite a lot of messages just supporting the track. A couple of people that I know personally that I reached out to and said it would mean a lot if, you can do a little shout out, such as some Bhangra legends like Indi Gill, and, Balwinder Safri, Bremi and Kulji, everybody, man. It's just been crazy. Like, people I've looked up to that I just mentioned, even saying my name, I'm a fan of theirs. So to me, it's major, do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely.
Crazy.
I mean, that must be fun, like legends like Shin from DCS, who I love. I think he's amazing, great singer.
Yeah.
Safri obviously is one of the greatest of all time, right? So to have them guys, like you said, to say your name and for your song, it must be fantastic. Sorry, it's a bit of a downer coming onto my show now on the day of your release.
No, I actually reached out to you, remember? I always said we should definitely do a show. I love your podcast and things you do. That's why I always say to, Rambeed and other artists, let's try to get hold of that and try to get onto the show. Your podcast is amazing, man. And I love it because you love to talk. You talk how real it is and how you want to, discuss things and stuff. And it's just like a conversation. It's like being, at home and just having a friend around. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, that's the aim. It's to have a chat. And obviously then we'll talk about the projects and what you're up to
100%,
and things like that. But we can talk about absolutely anything you like on here, right? As you know, right? So I know you messaged me and you said, can I come on? At that time, I'd had so many interviews going on. But sometimes it works for the best because, look, your single's out today. You're on here
Correct.
today.
Yeah.
Can life get any better for you?
I would say not. I think I'm at the top now. I'm at my peak. I'm just wondering what's next.
Yeah, you peaked by coming on here.
That's it. And that's it, man. Like I said, things are just amazing at the minute. I've had so many videos sent for me from different parts of the world of people supporting the track. I've got I've literally just posted a video of a kid called Guri from India, and he's probably, I don't know, probably about 12, 13 or something. He's just a kid. in my eyes, and he's dancing to the track, absolutely killed it. And yeah, the whole Bhangra team there and stuff, they're loving the track. It's just good, man. I made it to make people feel good in a time like this, in COVID and lockdowns, and people get away from music, and people get away by listening to music, and it's just nice to see my project they're appreciating, and the time and effort we spent on it. And it's taken quite a few years to do the project, if I'm honest. I've had I've in the Harry in the studio ages ago with this project. Are you still there?
Yeah, but you cut out a little bit, did you? You just cut out slightly.
Yeah. But it was, I don't know what happened. It started freezing.
Yeah, you're right now. You seem to be back on now. But that's cool. But Indi, so how did you get involved in the music scene? Was you just, do you have family involved in music, or was it just...
So a bit of background from myself. I was about 14 when I started rapping with my friends and started doing hip hop stuff, and massive fan of like legends like Nas and Method Man, Redman, and 50 Cent, whatever, G-Unit when I was growing up. It was just one of those things in the different genres. But yeah, started rapping then. At my school, they were teaching Dol, picked up a Dol, just started playing along and seeing like that was the type of thing then. And then I got like a quick couple of decks and a mixer my brother had. I would just used to mess about, do a couple of remixes and stuff. And then come college days, I was friends with people like Sherry G and Dab Just and stuff. And they says, look, we want to release a track, and how do we go about doing it? So I said, you know what, let me do a bit of research and I'll come back to you guys. So I did a bit of research, and I found out that it's not that difficult to open a label. So I launched 3Q Records, and that was the first track that came out from the label in probably 2012. And it did so well for us because we had all the unis playing it. We were doing all the uni gigs. Then all of a sudden we got a call from America's Got Talent. They've used it on TV. It's just mad, like how you just work on a project just for you and your friends and your family, just for them to enjoy. And next thing you know, there's everyone in the world enjoying it. And it's just mad. And then from there, then we launched probably a couple of years ago now. I launched a company called 3Q Media, who does all the PR side of things, covering all radios and media outlets and stuff. And I just wanted to keep as much as I could in house. So I've got teams that do music videos and stuff. I'm working with one of my friends called MK Visuals from London. He's just done the video for Enna Nach. Loads of people that are creative and amazing at what they do and stuff. And I just basically was focusing on helping new talent. That was my main key. I just want new talent out in the industry that aren't getting supported by big labels or big names and stuff. And I've got the connections and I've made the friends and done events with big artists. So I've got that understanding with people, and they are willing to support me and my artists. That's all I wanted. So I put my artists first basically throughout the whole thing and got their names out first. And I thought, you know what, while we're in lockdown, I might as well finish some of my projects. And lo and behold, we're here with Enna Nach and it's out. So
it's a crazy journey for you. And you seem to have taken it all in your stride. You've done your label, you got your PR company as well.
Yeah.
And you've said obviously you've got connections within the industry. You obviously have, when you've got some top stars giving you shout outs and just a quick background for myself. I used to be in a band many years ago.
I heard this story.
Right. I must tell everyone this bloody story, right? So what my point is, I know what it's like to start off and just to get a chance, just someone just play my song, someone just interview me. I've got something I really want to give out. And it's very difficult. And I remember when we was around, there was no YouTube, no social media. That's how fucking old we are, right? So, so that's what I mean. When you asked me to come on, I was like, yeah, come on, mate. I don't want it to make it a show where it's about elitism. I want to give everyone a chance, and I like to appreciate stories. I like to hear the stories and how they started. And I was kind of like you in college, singing a bit of Bacardi and Coke on the bonnet. You played Punjabi MC songs, and that's kind of
amazing guy. Yeah.
So, but you did a bit of rap. I picked up on that. So I was a bit of an NWA fan. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
Easy and everyone. Man.
I had a Gorda friend, right, who had a cassette. He goes, "Oh, listen to this," and we were young kids, right? And I put it on. I've never heard nothing like that in my life, and I thought, wow.
yeah,
it was unbelievable, right? And so
I take it you didn't take it home and play it in front of the parents, though, right?
No. You know, like Sony Walkman. Remember them?
Yeah.
Walkmans, right? You're probably younger than
Amazing.
me. Yeah. So
man, I had everything: CD players, cassette players, everything. I loved it. Yeah.
I had someone on the other day who said he had a mini disc player. I said, "You must have been."
Oh wow.
He must have been posher than me.
Posh, yeah.
For my ends, right? You don't have mini disc players.
No, you don't.
But yes,
that's it.
You've been. So this project, you said you've had it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You've done the vocals a long time ago, so this was probably the perfect time for you. Now, we're in lockdown, 3 months in, and
100%. So I'll tell you a bit of background to how it all came about. So I went to India in probably 5-6 years ago, I don't know, or something like that. And when I went to India, I asked one of my lyricists who I was working with at the time, Indi Gill, who's absolute legend, working with people like Kaka Beniawala. He was like writing his songs back in the day, and he's done so many big hits and stuff for a lot of artists. And I said to him, Baji, look, I'm coming to India. I've got a label. I want to sign a load of people and do a load of tracks with them. You ain't gonna believe this, but I went there. I met so many amazing artists, and I did about, I want to say 40-50 tracks. Like, recorded them. I've got them in my library at the minute that aren't released, but you know what I really wanted to do? I always thought ahead of time, and I thought if I don't use them now, I still want them to work in so many years on. And I've got tracks that are sort of the projects that were releasing a few years ago when they were successful and stuff like that. And I want to bring that sound back because I feel like it's very urban at the minute in the industry in terms of sound. I love it, don't get me wrong. Been brought up around hip hop and grime and everything, garage and that, and but I just love my Desi sound, man. I love Bhangra music, and so anyway, I was in the studio, and up comes a guy called Ravinder Hari. He comes in and he says such a and stuff, very quiet, very polite, sat down, and we were talking about projects and stuff, and then he goes, Baji, I want to do a song and stuff with you, and Binder Company was like, look boys, I've got a track for you guys called Enna Nach. It's exactly what you're looking for, Indy, because I was looking for something that I can play at gigs, when we're at weddings and stuff, we DJ and stuff, so something to go into our playlist. And he goes, let me get in the into the vocal booth and do a guide. When he got into the vocal booth and he started singing, I was blown away, man. I was like, wow, like I was not expecting that. He was hitting such a high key, like something that I think female artists should be hitting. And, like he was just amazing. And he was all comfortable with it. And his confidence came out in the track and his voice and everything. And, I said to him, we're definitely doing this project. So we recorded it, did the final vocal, everything. And then I started shooting videos out there, got his shots done. And then I traveled back here, finished the project and stuff. But because I was managing other artists, I always sort of put them first. So this track was sitting about a bit. And, then we just ended up releasing it now, and I've basically done a music video whereby I put Harry's clips in, and he's singing and stuff. Mine is just the image because I couldn't get around shooting my sort of scenes. It's a bit of a lyrical video, but it's also got proper scenes in there, so it's quite fun and enjoyable. And yeah, long time coming, but it's here, so it's quite good.
So from you like managing other artists, you've become like Puff Daddy, right? Remember? He used to always appear in rappers' videos and...
That's it. And you know what? And that's what it always was. I was always in the background, but every time there was a shoot or something, the artist used to be like, Indy, what you doing, man? Get in front. Come with us. Like, we want you in there. It's because of you this has happened, like that type of thing. And I was like, look, like, thank you so much. Like, to me, that meant a lot because although I wanted to be in the background and stuff, like, just that appreciation from the artist that, you don't always have to be in the background, and, they want you to be a part of everything, including the video. And that was nice from, from an artist point of view. So really,
being a producer, you should be in there. Back in my day, every Tom, Dick and Harry was in the video, right? Every mate at college, right? The
singer was hardly ever there. The single was hardly ever there. It used to be somebody else.
Somebody else. Any girls we may have known.
That's it. Drop it. Yeah. An SMS out. Please, can somebody come to the shoot? Yeah, this is the location.
Yeah, mainly because we didn't want to pay them, right? So we couldn't pay them.
But what you did was provide them with pizza or something like that. Well, there'll be definitely food there.
Yeah. And Indi, and the key words, we provided them exposure.
Yeah. That was a big word. Yeah.
That's how the industry
And I guess like even back then there was no social media. It used to be either on like Z Music or something like that. Music.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of. That's it, man. And then obviously there used to be a load of shows and stuff that I used to watch when I was younger, man. And
yeah,
it used to be crazy.
I remember that Z Music because my wife used to say to me, "Oh, your video's on, the video's on," and I come running in, I'll catch the end of it. I thought, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can never watch it on time. And remember that you had that call in where you could call in.
Right? Yeah, and request a song.
And the artist was buying them bloody vouchers, like £100 worth, and sitting there. You know, on their own, sad gits, playing their own songs and thinking, look at them, I'm killing it. I'm killing the industry.
You know, the best thing was, do you remember when they used to have the bar at the bottom where they used to have messages? And people used to put, "Oh, please play this song dedicated to this, that." Again, it could have been the artist just dedicated it to any song they could have.
Yeah. Not could have been. It was the artist.
It was.
It's 100%.
Personal experience.
Yeah, spent a lot of money, mate. I did spend a lot of money. But the industry's changed a lot. But so you being a guy in PR as well as being a producer. Yeah. So what kind of trends have you seen since you started to now? I mean, videos are a big thing, like you mentioned. You know, you've got now, and obviously the brand image of an artist is so important as well. You know, so
definitely.
How have you seen it move around?
So back in the day, you could dress and do whatever you wanted as long as you had your camp supporting it. Like I said, anybody used to take on videos. There weren't much charges involved, but people turned it into a very big like money business and tried, you know, obviously for new artists, they used to charge X amount, like so much, try to get videos on and songs on and whatever. That was back in the day. Then as time went on, I just made friendship and relationships with people just to, you know, as a business, look, you know, we've got projects and we may not be releasing as frequent as we should at the minute because everyone, don't get me wrong, like my artists, they do it on the side. They don't do it full time. Everyone has to make, you know, the ends meet. And when we can, we do it. And that's how it is. And I just reached out to all the like radio stations and things like that. Probably like 90%, I would say, were very supportive and said, "Look, we're here to support. Just send it us every time we release." And you know, they're just always like, "Look, we'll do whatever we can to support." Without people's support, we wouldn't be here. We try our best to provide whatever budget we have to provide the best we can through that budget. You know, as you know, it costs a lot of money to do a lot of things in this industry in terms of videos and things. And, you know, you don't make much of a return anymore as you used to from sales, but it's all in shows. But at a time like this, when you can't do shows, we're doing a lot of charity events and stuff, trying to raise money and do the amount of good as we can. And obviously with people like Rambi and that, I've got him traveling and doing charity gigs where we're raising over £10,000 for different charity. We did Music That Gives recently as well. They did very well. Shout out to Crown Entertainments. Just keeping connected, supporting other people. So obviously they return the favor as well because, you know, a lot of new talent need that support. And I support anybody, regardless if they're releasing with me or not. I'm pretty much open to a lot of people's stuff. You'll always see my story or my profile. There'll always be something kicking on there that people can go and, you know, watch and share. And it's just that thing, just supporting each other, I think. So, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it was very much back like that back in the day when there were bands, when it's a band scene.
Yeah.
A lot of the bands knew each other. It was the same band members at every gig, and you kind of got to know each other. And there wasn't no real competition as such because they were all very different bands, you know, so you had your own sound. So it would take so long to create an album anyway. So it wasn't like we're aiming for this release date and
everyone's
we want the summer, you know, we want the wedding. It wasn't like that. You kind of make your album when it was ready, you put it out.
That's it.
So it has changed a lot. But I remember some of the business models. I won't name the TV channel. I might do, but I won't name them. But where it's BritAsia, right? So where you pay them to go on, to play your video, right? And I always used to think that's not going to last, because on the other side you had YouTube, and I thought, put it on YouTube, right? It's free.
Yeah.
Right.
Correction, I think it was you were paying for advert slots for your promo, and then they'd play your video if you paid for the promo. It was a bit of a catch, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, fair play, they're doing what they're doing and stuff. Shout out to them. You know, I just want everyone to do well and do what they do. But if I'm honest, like you said, YouTube has been a big key for us, and we just, you know, a lot of artists, you can say whether it's legit views or not on comments and stuff, but it is what it is, and we just keep it real, man. Like, some of our videos are at 100,000, some of our videos are at a couple of thousand, and that's just how it is. It's just and we appreciate every view, every comment. You know, it's all about the people. We make music for the people, and we love their support. What's the point of getting support from somebody that's actually not there and won't be there for your next release? Like, it doesn't make a difference to me. So
no, but surely when you create an album or a single and you put it on YouTube, you want to know what the reaction is, right? So you want to know real views and real comments, you know, because you can't gauge anything. If you've got like 15 million views in 24 hours, it's ridiculous.
But then you see people like, you know, let's say somebody like a Justin Bieber or something just got a couple of mil like in the first couple of hours. Like, how you I don't know. It is what it is, man. I don't get involved in those politics.
No. I mean, that's just it's fake. Everyone can tell it's fake. And I think as an artist and as a record company, if I knew it's fake, I just wouldn't feel good. I just think, you know, I'm just
100%.
Because
but you're risking. I know there's ways. I've heard there's ways around it, but you're risking your channel being shut down and losing the rest of your product, I would say.
Yeah.
And why would you do that? Because all your hard work over the years is just going to go in the trash, sort of thing. And it's mad. Like, but I don't know how people get around it and how they do it, if I'm honest. But it's nothing to do with me. Do what you're doing, and I just do what I do. And my artists are happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So innit?
It's always some guy called Ramesh, isn't it, in India. He said, I could use.
The weird thing is, I always get these spam messages to say, you know, do you need followers, do you need views, this, that, and the other. And within like a day, that profile's gone. So I don't know how it's created, how these bots are created, or how it works, but it's just mental.
It's the world in which we live in, right? So everything's it's social currency. So I think a lot of listeners, a lot of young listeners now, new generation, they look at a social media account and think, oh, he's only got a few thousand followers. Is he?
Exactly.
Think he's not good. You know, they don't listen to anything, and they're just looking at the page and how many shares.
100%.
And it's odd, isn't it? Because you think, you know, there's so much talent out there. Who people like you trying to do it legitimately, and you want them to listen to your track. If they like it, fantastic. If they don't, they don't. There's hundreds of other songs out there, but you want to do it properly. But I think it's kind of the world we live in at the moment.
100%. But what I don't understand is, obviously at that point, is when somebody shares a post and they get thousands of likes. If you actually go and look at their likes, it's people with like one follower, and it's some foreign name that I don't even know about. So it's how it works. I don't actually know. But
Russian robots. It's Russian robots. It's ain't not. I know some fitness guys that I follow. Right, I'm in fitness, and they've got like 15k followers, and I think, wow, you know. And I look at their stuff, and you know, it's all decent videos, and they've got like 10 likes on a post. So I'm thinking, out of 15,000 people, 10 people like that shit, mate. You know, something's completely wrong here.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah. You actually probably got more likes on your photo with just new mirror that you bought.
Did you see that?
I saw it. I liked it.
You know, when I first got on social media, I was trying to be professional. I'm going to post Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays.
Yeah.
Do a little comment. I'm going to do something in the gym, and I'm going to get a quote. I'm going to copy and paste it from Google. I'm going to put it on. Now I don't care. I just put anything on.
No.
I'm too old for that nonsense. So I just put, I probably got more likes for my mirror. Once I did this post, and it was about drinking. I used to drink a lot, and I don't now.
Yeah.
So I did this post, really deep post about drinking and this, that. A nice picture of myself, I thought, right? And I got about 20 likes, right? And he said, no word. And on a Sunday, I put a picture of my Bhangra that I was having.
Yeah.
Right, and it smashed it, right?
I could imagine.
And I was thinking,
Yeah.
so, you know,
The foodies love it, man. The people that can't have it, they love it. They just want to have it. You know what I'm saying? So
something I randomly put up got more likes than something I took about a week or so to write, you know. But then I just thought, you don't know. It's a bit of a gamble these days. What you but I know.
100%.
So
even people have their posting times and days, and they know when they're getting the most likes, and they just target that sort of time.
They do.
And it is what it is, man. It's the way social media is, and how people are when they've got free time, and you know, people post for that sort of thing. So it's crazy.
So look out for my post. I've got a new mirror. I'm going to put a second one up.
All right. Amazing.
Make sure you like it, right?
You know what? If you ever decide to get back into music, that could be your single cover right in front of the mirror, man.
Definitely. Who knows? I might come back, you know.
That's it. You've got a label, you've got a PR company supporting, mate. Not a problem.
It's all right, mate. I've got Ramesh's number.
Ramesh. Fantastic.
Shout out to Ramesh. But so look, you've got a lot of things you're juggling with. You've got a lot of back catalogue of songs waiting on your hard drive to be released. Please don't leave them on your hard drive. We want to hear them, right? We want to hear them. And I'm sure you will.
The best thing about that is I've taken on quite a few producers. So I've got all these vocals, and what's happening right now, you can't get in the studio, you can't do vocals. So I said to the producers, I said, look, I've already got quite a lot of vocals. It may not be the ideal scenario because it's lovely to have an artist in and work with them and, you know, bond with them and things like that. I said, just as a guide, you can use this and then when the studios reopen, get the artists in and work with them. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a sort of starting to your production and stuff. And I'm working with a lot of producers at the minute, and, you know, I get a lot of messages like, you know, they know I've got the contacts like to get vocals and things and that done, but at the current situation, you just can't because, you know, how COVID's hit us. And, you know, I've got a load of music and stuff, and, you know, out to any producers out there or anybody that's struggling at the minute, you know, you need projects and stuff, you want to get stuff out, get in touch with me and I'll see what I can do for you and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not greedy to the point. I can always get new projects done and do things and stuff, and I'm here to support and help everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? So
fantastic, mate. I know it's nice you said that, because is the industry still cutthroat slightly? You know, people are very much selfish in the sense of, I don't want to share anything with anyone because they might do better than me. I feel like some people are, but as far as my team goes, we're nothing like that. We just help each other. And you know what? We have so many funny group video calls and stuff, and we're all just bantering and doing stuff at the same time. As long as you can have a good time doing something, it'll be amazing because you've all put your hard work and efforts in. And although this is like on my name, you know, shout out to all the instrumentalists and stuff that worked on it. My boy Dav, I love the sound of his heart. You know, he's got a wicked harmonium and stuff and all that. And I told him, you know, can you layer a few things on my track and that? And they're my boys, like my brothers. And, you know, if you can reach out to your boys and it's not classified as, you know, somebody else has produced it or something like that, then all good and well. We know the truth. We know what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's amazing, man. It's just keep it within the team. So, and we got so many future artists coming that I'll mention to you. Yeah, where are you based yourself? I forgot to ask you at the beginning.
I'm in Leicester at the minute. I've been in for quite a few years. Originally born and raised in Birmingham, just off Soho Road, man. So yeah, man. B21 all the way.
Shout out to B21,
man.
But so originally from Birmingham, now in Leicester. And I remember back in the day, obviously, when we used to record albums and singles, you had to get in the studio, producer,
correct,
singer, the engineer, usually a Gordo, wasn't it, the engineer, right? Right?
Yeah, you've got Tom at Planet. You've got a load of people at the minute. You've got people like Cam Frantic or Jitty Baji or Suki Chan. Yeah, Suki's our boy, so we normally go to Suki's studio.
So at the moment,
and Jitty as well.
Obviously at the moment you can't do this because of COVID, right?
No.
And to the power of technology, you can actually do your pre-production, I suppose, couldn't you?
Well, you can do all your production at home. It just comes to mix and mastering, where you send all your stems or WAVs or whatever over, and you can do all that online now. And
crazy.
I heard about, the funny thing was, I had a conversation with somebody the other day who said you can get mastering done for like probably like £10 or something online, and you sit with this guy. I don't know what it is. It's some English site or something, and I was shocked. I was like, "What? Like, surely the sound can't be as well. It probably can. I don't know without trying it, but yeah, it was just crazy, man. Because we sit in the studio and spend hours mixing down and mastering, and if somebody can do it in like a couple of hours, and you just ring them all on Facebook or something, and they do it, that's mad. It's crazy to me. But technology's advanced so much, you can do anything.
Yeah, so it is a crazy world, and look, there's a lot of bedroom producers now, and for you, when you're looking out for artists and talent, we know Ranbir, obviously, both of us know him, and he's a young. He'd be happy I said he's young. He's a young UK guy. Sings in Punjabi. He's learned the harmonium. He really puts an effort into learning, right? Have you found any other young singers and?
Yeah, I've got loads of singers, but they're all pretty much India-based. I've got a lot of producers here that I'm working with. So I'm working with RXJ Music, who's Raj Verdi and Runner. I don't know whether you've seen their live videos online at the minute, and they're doing a load of live jams. So they're working on projects at the minute, which I'm helping them with different artists. We're working on Ranbir's album, as I mentioned. We've got Jordan B from London. He's a young producer from Southall. Jinder Music just dropped good stuff, and he's dropped quite a lot of tracks over the recent years now. He's making a good name for himself. I've even got a Dole team that are working on production. Reverb Dollies, that's Bali, Aaron, Raju, Gurdev, Sunil. Loads of people. And then obviously still working with, Dab, Just Casing, Just Music. So many people. Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah. And like I said, if it's new talent, it's all from India. I've got people like Jeeta Pawar, Arvinda Hari, Just Reena, who else? Major Janalia, like so many people that have been around and they've done tracks, but just like here and there. So I'm trying to bring them back and trying to make their name heard because they've got amazing vocals. Even people like Jaswant Hira, who was on like True School's early projects, amazing vocalist. And, let's say people like I was speaking to like Ranjit Money, who was on Bali Jagpal, B21 stuff. And yeah, man, it's mad. Like how many people go quiet, and I'm just like, you've got such a, talent. Don't let it, go to waste in that. Let's make something happen.
There's a lot of singers in India that kind of sort of faded away, like Ranjit Mani. He's massive at one point. I remember him.
He was mad.
What a voice! Yeah, what a voice.
Yeah. It's crazy. But then we work closely with people like Nirmal Sidhu as well, Nav Sidhu, and so many people, man. Like they're around, they're doing amazing stuff, and they're people with their name at the minute. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
the new people, I just want them to sort of be there as well. So it's just good. It's just crazy, man.
It's excellent, man. But where do you find the time for all this? You've got quite a lot going on.
Yeah. If I'm honest, I treat my day. If I'm on a day off, that day off isn't really a day off. It's a day to concentrate on something else. So I work full time as well as I've recently got married and balancing all that as well as music and stuff. Thank you very much. So yeah, man, just especially in a time like lockdown when you're at home, you can fit things in here and there. But even then, we used to spend our evenings and weekends here and there in the studio and stuff. So it's just crazy, man. You always find time for something you love, and music's something I love. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I can definitely tell that music's definitely a love for you. You're really passionate about it as you're talking about it. That really comes across. 100%. So for yourself and your record label, your PR company, your Doll group, all the singers under your umbrella.
Yeah.
Missed anything? So
no.
Your future plans. What
future plans is Ranbir's album at the minute is my main focus. Again, he's a great vocalist, been around for a few years now. People keep asking. So we've got our team of producers together to work on an album which we're trying different avenues with and different sounds. So, and then working with some established producers for that as well. That's one. And then, like I said, RXJ Music, their debut, their projects. Jordan B, he's just got a really amazing, like a Bollywood style song coming. So I'm hoping that does well for him. Jinder Music's major like mad talented producer as well. He's working on stuff. So yeah, man, just future projects. There's just so much coming. I don't know how quick things are going to happen yet because of COVID and obviously studios and stuff. But all of us just buying equipment to work from home. So we're just trying to do as much as we can with the time we've got. And obviously with lockdown, I think slowly lifting, people are going back to work and getting busy again. And I've just said, while you've got the time, you need to try to complete as much as you can.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
So you're keeping an eye on everyone, right? So
yeah. Chasing literally every day. We've got different groups for different projects. There'll be calls and messages or voice notes and ideas flying about every day.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff, you know how it is, group chat banter in it.
Yeah. So oh God, if anyone saw my WhatsApp groups, I'll be arrested, mate.
That's the thing, man. Sometimes, especially when it's all the lads and they're just having a laugh and a joke. Yeah, it's brilliant.
But it's fun. It's fun, right? It's a bit of banter.
Definitely.
But so you're definitely the driving force, right? So within all these projects, it's usually you. Even if you're just WhatsApping them saying, "Come on, we need this now," and it probably does get a bit exhausting for you sometimes as well, because you can have an off day. When you're getting up sometimes thinking.
Well, they know. They know straight away. If I say, "Look, boys, like I'm knackered. I need to rest or whatever," they know from there. Like they know what they're doing. They know what the target is. Just work towards that. And yeah, like you say, man. Sometimes even the person who's fit well, everything, they need a day off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And even sometimes just time spent with the family, get away from things. Like at the minute with the release, like I've always let other artists deal with their like obviously social medias and stuff, and I just tell them and give them content to post and stuff. But now personally having to do everything yourself, it's your own track to PR, it's your own release, it's your own radio interviews, everything. It's like, wow, I'd never realised how much an artist goes through personally until now. And it just makes me appreciate that more and see it from a different light. And,
definitely a lot of work.
It is, man. 100%.
Yeah. So are you enjoying it though, obviously? Yeah.
I'm loving it. I don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. I've been waiting a very long time to do this thing, man. And finally it's happened and the response has been amazing. I got interviews everywhere. Like, it's just crazy, man. Yeah. Obviously, I was excited to do this one. So I'm glad we got to do it. I'm happy that
you've come on the day of your release, because, what you can do, a few years down the line when you've got other releases out and it becomes, the norm of what you do, you could listen back to this and think, that was the day it came out, and
how far you've come from that time. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't always going to look this good, are we, both of us? And we'll look back and say,
looking good right now, ain't we?
I know. I'm just saying, I don't know how good we are, but I don't know if we can go any higher at the minute. But yeah, man, it'd be crazy to look back. It's memories, isn't it? And like you say, like I've got like crazy videos and pictures from loads of gigs we did back in the day, and you look back and think, wow, we thought that was the peak, and now look at us, we're just getting higher and higher thanks to the supporters, man. And without the supporters,
that's the difference between radio and podcast, because with the radio you do the show and you hope people have been listening, and you're not ever really sure how many people have listened. But with a podcast, it's always there.
100%. And whether it's now or somebody who's noticed you in like 3 years can always go back to this podcast and say, wow, he was on here years ago, and let's see what his background was then to now and how he's, how he's developed. And that's the thing. People like yourself that, doing such a great job, man. Appreciate it so much. And thank you for always supporting our releases and us, man. That's all.
No, it's fine. I always would have, when you asked me, it was never no, I'm not that kind of person, as you probably worked out now, right? So
yeah.
Kind of guy, right? And I always like to help people in music, especially because I've been there. And when I was struggling to, because in our day it was if I wanted to be a singer, right, and surprise, right, and the only way to get
you're gonna drop me a few lines,
not years ago, mate, and I've stopped drinking as well now. So
so that's when the vocal used to come out, yeah.
Did they? Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So the only way to get signed was to get one of the big companies, Multitone, Kiss Records.
I think there was Movie Box,
you know,
Speed, I think were around, and there were so many people.
Multitone was original till Movie Box brought them, you know.
Oh right, yeah.
Back in the day, and that was the only way you could get yourself out there. Like I said, there's no social media, so it's very tough for people to break it. You have to be really good, and I wasn't right, and but you have to be really good. But these days, the reason I'm saying this is because here's someone like yourself who's got a record company, you've got a PR company. You're literally telling people on the show, look, hey, if you've got something, give me a shout, you know, and
100%.
you're willing to have a listen to it. And if you like it, people out there, you have a chance. You know, I'm not saying you're going to say yes to everyone, obviously you can't. But if someone's good out there, you're gonna listen, right? So that's massive, I think, for people.
And you know why my mentality is like that is because I've had doors shut on us back in the day, and I know what that feeling's like, and I don't want to give that feeling to somebody who's, especially if they're really young or whatever, it could absolutely kill careers. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, put people down. You never know what they're going through and how this is their escape route. Whether you appreciate it or not, somebody out there might, and that's something as a producer or a singer or whatever you should always keep in mind. Although you've got supporters and haters, you know, look at your supporters, forget what other people are saying. On this social media platform, it's very easy to be a keyboard warrior and say what you want to say. Don't pay attention to that. People are out there, they're not happy that you're becoming successful and a great person. And as long as you maintain that and handle yourself well and put yourself forward as a good person, and you are a good person, you'll be fine. You know, you've got people like us, my team, whatever, that can help and do whatever we can. Obviously, you know, like you say, we can't obviously say yes or have everybody in at once, but I always save numbers. I always got your emails. I got that, and I will get in touch when the time is right. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but I always respond. You can catch me on my social medias and everything, which obviously is, you've got me at Indi Gill 3Q on Instagram, 3Q Records, official 3Q Media on Facebook and on Instagram and everything, Snapchat. My YouTube page where the videos go live at 7 p.m. tonight, 3Q Records Official. Email me, management@3qrecords.com. And yeah, I'll be there. Or message Sat, get my details from him, and I'm sure he'll love to get involved.
I'll give you his number.
Yeah. That's it. So yeah, man.
Anyone out there, just give me a shout. My DMs are always open.
Yeah. If you want a photo shoot in front of a mirror, you know who to call me.
Yeah, I'm good with mirrors. It is slightly bent though. But you know what? I was going to ask you your social media handles just before the end of the show. You've done it, fantastic, mate.
Thank you.
And they'll be available on the podcast app as well. So when people are listening, they'll see it on there and they can click through there and connect with you that way. You've got quite a few, so I'm going to have to spread them out a little bit on there, right?
Thank you, man. Yeah, man, just do what you can, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Now, look, it's been great talking to you, Indi. You're a lovely guy.
Thank you so much.
You got a real positive energy about you. It could be that your single's out today, so you're pumped anyway. I might see you a week later, but you might be tired again with all that hard work.
No.
But no, you come across as a great guy. I'm saying
thank you so much.
There that do have dreams of trying to make it out there. You know, don't give up. Definitely listen to what you're saying, because you're absolutely right. Don't listen to the haters, and also don't listen to people that pump you as well. Saying I would just be level-headed. You know, because don't take it from either side, because just be humble in what you're doing. If you enjoy singing and you like writing songs or you like making music, just do it. Don't
do it. Yeah.
Don't wait for someone's validation. To say, you know, that was back in the day. They used to be gatekeepers, and they would say yes or no. Right? Them days don't exist now. We've got YouTube, you've got social media. Go for it, you know, and enjoy your life. Be happy, you know, and don't.
100%, especially times like this. Yeah, you definitely need to look to positivity, and you know, don't be brought down by everything that's going on. Yeah, it's a bad situation for everyone. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle to see people you want to see, but you know what? You've got phones, you've got everything, communications there. You've got, like you say, social media, YouTube, whatever. Start building your name. Start putting it out there for people that do appreciate it, for them to, you know, listen in and do what what you want them to listen in. So
yeah, absolutely. Man. Well, look, Indy, we've come towards the end. It's been great meeting you. Actually, we'll have to do it
100%.
Come on anytime.
Definitely.
I have 2 shows.
Thank you so much.
So I'll bang out the shows anyway. They're always 2 a week.
Fantastic.
If you've got something ongoing, or you've got a new single coming out, or not, give me a shout. And you're more than welcome to come on again. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. So eventually, when lockdown lifts, I don't know if do you do podcasts just via phone, or do you normally do them in person? Or
no,
what you do?
I never used to do them via Zoom or anything. I used to do them.
Okay.
That was my thing.
Okay.
Literally being person.
Fantastic. Well, maybe if you've got a little setup, I can bring in a little band and we can do a little jam and do something different. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be nice.
I'll bring my tambourine.
Yeah, I heard about this tambourine. You're the greatest tambourine player of all time, apparently.
I am. Yeah. Wait, I'll bring it. It plugs in and everything, right?
Oh, wow. Amazing. Oh, wicked. But thank you so much for having me, man. Appreciate it so much.
No, real pleasure, mate. All right, so take care, bro.
You too, man. Take care. Thank you.